Oh my God, he's back. He's back. We talking about Frenkie De Jong, or is it that horror movie with Stephen King? Sometimes they do come back. This is inevitable. I mean, I feel sorry for our poor fan base that's been going over with the sales takeover that's been dragging on for 8 months. Can we handle another Frenkie De Jong 2.0? Realistically speaking, no, I don't think so. Realistically speaking, I think most of the fan base will be allergic to this right now. But reports coming out yesterday from credible sources in Spain, and even Disco Mirror reporting that Frenkie De Jong is now part of the targets that Erik ten Hag look for to strengthen in this summer. Now, we know that Barcelona has sold the kids, the leavers. They're in big financial mess, and they're probably going to force Frenkie De Jong to leave this summer again, and so the story begins. But anyway, we are here at Mufc Realist TV to debate, to have a little bit of therapy, and this is an embargo section from yesterday's podcast called Jarvis Corner. Enjoy the show, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. And my espresso flow will never stop. Whatever you're drinking, raise your glass, smash the like button, because we are here to rock this place. What are you drinking, Stu? What is that? Hot milk?
It's white chocolate.
White chocolate.
Yeah, tonight. So I fancy something a little bit sweeter, so I've gone with white chocolate tonight.
A little bit of a sweet tooth, aren't they, Stewie? What about you, Jarvis?
Always the Jarvis special brew. I won't tell.
The Chelsea tears. The Chelsea tears of not getting Casado. Come on, man. Boom, shakalaka, laka, boom. Look, we have a show today, which I call a call-in show. We have no content other than it's been poor content, actually. You know, what's been brewing out there? Well, I took a nap. I took a little siesta. Woke up to the news that Chelsea's caved in. Basically, they demanded 65 million. Now they're saying, "Oh well, hang on a second. We are willing to meet you at 60." Ten Hag said, "Nah, screw you guys. 55 is the case. We're not going to negotiate with you. You know my number. Call me. You know." Have you heard that as well?
Yeah. So, is it happening again? Is the saga beginning?
Oh, every hero has a story. Every legend shapes his path. Frenkie De Jong 2.0.
Oh, God, yeah.
Will you be Ten Hag's summer hero? What a rhyme. Jesus, where did that come from?
That's good.
These are the stories of... No, but we know that Papa Frenkie, I mean, no, not Papa Frenkie. Frenkie De Jong equals Erik ten Hag. Ten Hag is obsessed with him. Yeah, we cannot shy away what's coming out in the ether. We know that Barcelona is desperate for cash, right? You can come out as a player to say, "No, I'm happy here. You know, I'm not going to move X, Y, Z." But according to employment contract law, you cannot say anything else, right? So that's the case. Will that be a case in the summer that Ten Hag is stubborn? Like, you know, we almost got him like 75 plus 5 last season. Deferred wages, furlough stopped it. Is it a different situation now where they need to offload a lot of players? He's not on the retainer list. Would they look to cash in because he's the most prized asset? Is that the silence of the lamb from the club saying that, okay, we might get a Mason Mount, but however, my surprise card is I'm coming back to get you, my son. Jesus. Stewie, what do you reckon?
Do you know, you've painted a perfect picture of what could or could not happen, actually, and that's what I like about you guys. And the interesting thing for me is Mount a smokescreen? Isn't he a smokescreen? I.e., do we want him? Don't we want him? Is it the push for Casado?
Did you say smokescreen?
Yeah. Smoke screen. Yeah. I wish I got. Yeah, I should have had one of those. Was the push for Casado, or is the push for Mount the real push for Casado, or is everybody waiting until the De Jong situation come out? Difficult one to fathom, really. I was quite vocal, as Jarvis will tell you, about Frenkie De Jong last season. I do like Frenkie De Jong as a player, but I wouldn't have chased him all summer, and I don't want to chase him this summer either. I think he's a great footballer. Ten Hag obviously has worked with him before. He knows what he can deliver. He knows what he can do with the side.
Oh, trust me. I swiped last summer. I swiped right on Tinder on Frenkie De Jong. I came across his profile. I swiped right like everyone else did, and got snobbed at the end of the day. It's like, and now I logged in like again to Tinder again, and Frankie appears, and I was like, okay, should I swipe left or right? I don't know.
I think it'll be a different type of chase this time.
It will be.
The fan base will be a bit more subjective this time. But I made a point, Mick, on a show, and Jarvis will know because he was in the comments. 18 months ago, 2 years ago, were we talking about Frenkie De Jong to Manchester United? Who was talking about Frenkie De Jong to Manchester United? Nobody.
No,
we didn't. Nobody was talking about him. Now, all of a sudden, the football connoisseurs of the fan base bought into the Frenkie De Jong style. The fans, what I call fans, who love Manchester United, just thought, well, we want him, so he's got to be right for us, without actually piecing where he could fit into the side. So for me, Mick, and I still haven't really come off my side of the fence, as good as a player he is, would I really be going balls out for him this summer? Probably, for me.
As
not.
A player, yes.
Yeah.
Next to Casemiro, hell yeah. I'm just going back to an interview we did with Graham Bailey about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
we had him on the show, and he said, if money is there, I believe he will go for Frenkie De Jong. That's what he said, and that's Graham Bailey for 90 minutes. Yeah. So he knows this stuff. But Jarvis, according to the chasing, right? It's like chasing a girl, right? Your dream girl. At the end of the day, you chased her last summer. She's now broken up with a fella, and she's available and making a hint like, "Come and get me, Jarvis." Right? You already done all the whining and dining. Like, you sent your delegates, like, Murtaugh and 2 days in Barcelona negotiating.
Where are you going with this?
Being caught with paparazzis, like, being whining and dining, coming up to a fee, everything is cool, and only to get snobbed at the end. And your dream girl went to stay. Now she's filing for divorce properly because there's no money in the bank.